Today we're going to look at subject pronouns and what that means in Spanish. A subject is the doer in a sentence. This is very technical grammar speak here. So the subject's the one doing whatever is going on in the sentence. For example, John walks with me to school. Who's our subject? John. The girl and I always talk in class. Subject is? The girl and I, right? So in English and in Spanish, we often use pronouns to replace names and to avoid repetition. Jennifer Salmon doesn't always want to say Jennifer Salmon when Jennifer Salmon is talking about Jennifer Salmon, because Jennifer Salmon sometimes wants to not say Jennifer Salmon because Jennifer Salmon sounds very repetitive. So sometimes Jennifer Salmon, instead of saying Jennifer Salmon, will say I or me or something to replace it. And when we choose those words, instead of choosing Jennifer Salmon, we are choosing a pronoun. So if we were to look at these sentences again and replace these things with pronouns, we would say he walks with me to school instead of John walks with me to school. And we always talk in class instead of the girls and I always talk in class. So John became he, and the girls and I became we. Here we have our table of all of our subject pronouns and their equivalents in Spanish. Okay? So I would be replaced by yo. So I is going to be yo in Spanish. These two go together. We is going to be either nosotros or nosotras. You is going to be tú or usted, depending on if we want to be formal or informal. You guys can be either formal or informal. Both ways it's ustedes. He is él with an accent. She is ella. And they, if it's a mixed group or if it's all males, ellos. And if it's all females, ellas. The question is if it's a male and a female group. So it's really only an issue for nosotros or nosotras, ellos or ellas, right? The two where we have gender differences here. So if it's all guys, it's nosotros. If it's guys and girls, it's nosotros. It's all girls, it's nosotras. Okay? So you could have a convention full of females. 5,629 females. And one male comes in the room. And instead of saying nosotros, you have to move to nosotras. Okay?
Nosotras is male and female.
Nosotras, all females. Nosotros, males plus females or all males. Same thing with ellos. Ellos, all males. Ellos, males plus females. And ellas is all females. So, unless it's all females, stick with the O. Now, in Spain, they do differentiate. The plural of Spain, of ustedes, is vosotros. And in Spain, the plural of usted is ustedes. So in Spain, they do distinguish between the informal and the formal when they're addressing groups of people as well as individual people. Here in Latin America, we don't. Here in Latin America, we use ustedes for the plural of tú and ustedes for the plural of usted. Okay?
So you, sir.
All right, so looking at this one at a time, let's break it down a bit. The person who's talking. If one person is talking, we use yo. If two or more people are talking, we use nosotros. And if two or more people are talking, and all of those people are strictly females, we use nosotras. So yo, the plural of yo is nosotros. The plural of yo, all feminine, is nosotras. The person you're talking to, who's also the person that's listening to you. If you're talking to one person, we use tú. We've been practicing this one a lot already this year. Tú with an acento en la U. Tú con acento en la U. If you're talking to one person and you want to show some respeto, you're going to use usted instead of tú. And if you're talking to a group of people, we use ustedes here in Latin America. So the plural of tú, ustedes. The plural of usted, ustedes. The person you're talking about. If you're talking about one person and it's a male, él, salud, él con acento en la E. Very important that you get that acento in there. If you forget the accent, instead of saying he, you're saying the. Big difference. So, él. If you're talking about one person and she's a girl, ella, 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 ella. If you're talking about two or more people, ellos, ellos. And if you're talking about two or more people and all of them are girls, ellas. Here's that table again we saw in the beginning, but I've separated it out between our three main groups. So the first group, which is called first person in grammar talk, is the person who's talking. It's in pink on here. So it's either yo, or if it's lots of people talking, nosotros or nosotras. Okay? The person you're talking to or the person that's listening is in amarillo. So you have either tú or usted, if you want to show formality. If you're talking to one person, if you're talking to a group of people, you're going to use ustedes. And our third group, called the third person, is the person we're talking about. That's él o ella, if you're talking about one person, and ellos or ellas, if you're talking about a group of people.